interesting to play more of the brotherly dynamic along with the mother?
Yeah, I think what got me, one of the things that got me into Supernatural originally was the family dynamic in kind of fantastical circumstances, extraordinary circumstances. So it was kind of a mixture of fantasy, but how relationships exist within a bizarre universe. One of the things we never really saw Sam get to be, we've seen him be a human, we've seen him be a hunter, we've seen him be a lover, we've seen him be a friend and a brother. And you could argue we've kind of seen him be a son, but I don't think so, because when we saw Sam with John, it was contentious. It wasn't like, hey Dad, I love you. It was like, Dad, how dare you? How could you do this to me and to Dean? And they never got on. He didn't have that with Mary, so he doesn't know his mom, but he loves his mom. And he hasn't gotten to know her, but he's going to want to protect his mother and vice versa. And I feel like it's going to be a neat side of Sam that I haven't been able to explore yet.
Sam was having a really rough time of it in the promo. Can you tease what the
You don't say.
Can you tease what the British men of letters are trying to get from him?
Yeah, they don't know. It was kind of an unfortunate miscommunication. Sam thought his brother was dead, so he was upset and pissed and sad, and the British men of letters didn't exactly put their best foot forward. I think Sam probably figures, aren't we all on the same team? This isn't the way they should have started. But the Brits think they know some things about us that they might be mistaken about, some things they might be right about. But I think the Brits are trying to figure out why we're not run the way they are. But we're not legit men of letters. We're legacies, so I guess you could argue we're kind of men of letters, but we weren't initiated, we didn't study the things they studied. And they are much more regimented and structured and are trying to figure out if Sam and Dean are just lying and they actually do have ulterior motives, or if they really are just Sam and Dean don't really answer to anybody. They have a car and a bunker, and they kind of travel around staying in motel rooms. So they're not used to having higher powers to answer to. And so we're going to see worlds collide.
How do you feel your character's story arc will change this season?
I think for me, most of it is going to be about exploring Sam as a son. Because we've seen him as a brother, but seeing Sam, he's been through so much and he wants to make the world a better place, but now I'll never wash. Scruffy. Getting to see him be a son and love his mother and protect his mother, but acknowledge that his mother, Sam lost his father, and he arguably lost his mother even though he didn't know it. But Mary's a hunter, and she was a hunter, and so I'm sure a lot of Mary is going to want to hunt and help, and she's back, and she's not just going to sit around and okay guys, I'll see you when you get back. So I'm sure she's going to be a part of it, but Sam's going to want to protect her because it's his mom. It's going to be an interesting. And meanwhile, Dean has a relationship with her as well, and so it's going to also change the Sam and Dean dynamic, because it's now it's not that we have. Usually it's been we only have each other, right? And we've had Cass and we've had others, Bobby and Rufus, who want to help. But now we have Mom too, so we get to fight for each other, we get to fight for her, and figure out how we can trust each other. There's kind of a feeling or a sensation that if you want to protect somebody, you have to kind of hide them away. But sometimes the best way to protect somebody is to let them do what they do. So we'll see Sam.
In this discussion between having Mary back and her now not being a part of this world, and you guys have kind of always been caretakers of the brothers of each other, now you're going to somewhat be a caretaker of her and kind of shepherd her in this new world. Are we going to have, or have you seen any kind of quirky moments of trying to explain what this new world is like for her? Yeah,
we do. We're not the writers have done a good job of playing the reality of it, because if you died in 1982 when cell phones and Skype and internet and was, not even Back to the Future didn't even come out yet. So it's I guess maybe they have cool shoes in the future. They had no idea what we were going to know now. And so we play that without getting too cheesy about it. Because there's sometimes with travel movies, there's what is this magic thing? So we're not making her stupid. We're just making her she's in a new world. What is the? So how do you hello? So I was kind of, what's funny is I thought about that before I read the scripts, going I hope they don't make it and they didn't. They kept it. She's a strong woman, you know. She's a mother and she's a daughter and she was a hunter, so she's not completely oblivious. They did it in a really nice way. But there's some funny moments. That having been said, there's some comedic, you know, fish out of water moments we have for sure.
If they can bring back their mom, should they be bringing back Jeffrey Dean Morgan too?
Well, he's Walking Dead right now. Yeah, you know what? I love JDM, and I think the feeling's mutual. I'll, as far as I'm concerned, he's gonna be in every scene I ever do for the rest of my life. That having been said, I think it disrupts the Sam and Dean dynamic, because so much of what made Sam and Dean was that that's all they had was each other, and they had to make it work with each other, come good, come bad. That's why, even though we've had all these characters we love, like the Charlies and the Bobbies and the Joes and the Ashas and the Rufuses and Castiel, obviously, it's tough to get a character that the boys have to rely on. You know, it's nice to have help, but if Jeffrey Dean was back and he wasn't in every scene, it wouldn't make sense because he's our dad, right? He's the one who taught us how to hunt, even though Mary was the original hunter. So I love him, and if they can find a way for him to come back and it doesn't change the story too much, but that'd be really hard, difficult, I suppose. I'd love to see him back, but I think he's doing all right.
As an actor, what do you prefer to play, especially with a show like this? Be it comedy, drama, action?
I hate playing comedy.
Okay,
I hate
who do
it.
you love?
I'd probably go with drama in a weird way, and it's always really, it's taxing, and you really trip yourself in that moment. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's the stories that I like telling.